I also knew this example, and I think it's very useful because you don't know what's behind the closed doors,
Yeah.
what's happening behind closed doors. So maybe you as a leader, you're very good at managing the conflict between people, but if the other people in your team don't see that, what you're doing, how you're dealing with this conflict, they would say, "Oh, yeah, my leader is not efficient. He closed his eyes when the two members, attacked each other," and that might also create the opportunity for other people to do the same
Yeah. And
if the
this is
leader doesn't take action and doesn't set a ground of rules.
absolutely. So this is one of the other causes for conflict and friction is passive leadership, right? So when you as
Oh,
a leader,
yes.
when you're not setting the stage, when you're not giving your team clear instructions. For example, one of the challenges I see in many very fast-paced organization is that they believe we don't have the time to set in structures and processes, which means that we kind of build our wings on the way down, right? Which is great because that allows them to be nimble and to be able to navigate fast. But then what happens is that it includes a lot of uncertainty, which means and things that are not clear between team members, like who does this, how do we do this, what's the procedure here, what's the rule here, and not having those in place and not having a leader that sets those boundaries, then you allow kind of the team to self manage, and in that way, like some people might take a bigger role and kind of set their rules. And if those rules are not constructive, and if I want Madalina on my project team just because I like her, not because of her skills, right? Right? Or I might go on Madalina's project just because I want that on my CV, but I'm not really sure that Madalina is the best project leader for that. So those things, if this happen in the team and the leader doesn't set the boundaries and the leader doesn't say, hey, this is how we do stuff, this is how we do things, what happens is that then you end up in these situations when some informal leaders kind of take the lead, and some people would probably be excluded and will not feel included in the team. And that's why as a leader we cannot just this is what I say. As a leader, my first goal was to be dispensable, which means that I didn't want it to be my team to be dependent on me. But there were some things that I cannot delegate. So those were setting the salaries, having the one-on-one discussions, managing conflict. These are things that I cannot delegate. But as a leader, I'm all in for delegating as much as possible because it's empowering my team. But some things I cannot delegate. So these are the few critical things that I need to be responsible for. That's why I'm paid. Most other things, someone else can do them, but these are only the things that leaders can do. So absolutely, passive leadership, it's another cause for friction and conflict.